6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go from Indy. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
He was the 6th overall pick of the New York Football Giants, but he fell just shy, Kate, of 6 full seasons with New York. Remember, a mid-season release led him to the Minnesota Vikings a season ago. Now he hopes to take all that experience, the ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, to make the most of this situation in Indy.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Jones setting up the play action. That one finds Josh Downs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
Left side into the hands of Warren. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Option give to Taylor. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
3rd down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Into traffic, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for the next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. It was 29, by the way. And he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. Has some tape by a man, and now he's in the clear. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
At the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7. got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 11. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's running for it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. He'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Chad Muma there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Mims with the grab. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
2nd and 13. Completed to his running back. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Riley Moss with that tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jones now on 3rd down. He lofts it deep left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. This is Sutton working the right side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 3rd and 8. Motioning left is their running back. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Nix now on 1st and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
They're now set for first and 10. Caught quickly on the slant. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch, well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. Once more, it's Nix. It's a Denver touchdown! The Broncos take a second quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Colts offense set to head out. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down throw by Jones. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down at the 30. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now with Jones. Hits him on the out route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. They go to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
From the 5-yard line after the loss, third and goal. Running with Taylor. And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. This from just 23 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now. 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Denver set to take the field on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A quick throw completed out to the left. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Setting him on the dive. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's a short gain of 1. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy, something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Broncos leading near the break. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and just 2 to go. Nix looking to throw. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Nick's now to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's Gould on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Colts out there on offense late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They're set up at the 35 now. Jones on 1st down. He tucks it and takes off. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He keeps it and takes off. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Jones. Took off with it again. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Into traffic, complete! And this one doesn't go far. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Left side now, caught by Sutton. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Next, trying to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. This is Ingram working the left side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Dobbins gets it off the option. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Pretty pay there to take him down. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Now Nix. Complete out to the right. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Nix to throw. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here's Doolin. Making some progress here. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Colts ready to take the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. It's a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now it's Jones off the play action. Short pass cut by his tight end. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And this one does not go far.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, here's Jones. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Blitz coming for Jones. That's on target to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Pistol now for Jones. He'll try and run this. And they take this in for the score. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. Daniel Jones with the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts make it an 11-point ball game. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He's going to push one deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
They range, Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And the play clock expires. This is going to cost them half the distance.
Delay of game.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
So that delay backs them up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Jones looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Third down, Jones to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone.
The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Jones. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Here he goes on the bootleg. That one gonna go against the D. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Carry here for Dobbins. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg for him. Dumps it off to his running back. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. He has the first over the middle. And not a touchdown, but so close, within a yard now of that end zone.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. They go to him again, and he will not get in. The defense holds.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late. Here we go with Dobbins. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Brings him 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Taylor again. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Jones now to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Colts are ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he gets it away from his end zone. before that return amounts to much. They bring him down. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex, right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos lead by 15 now. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, it's Jones to throw. Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 42. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Jones now on 3rd down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts trail by 15. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Hits his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Gets this one to Pierce. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. To throw. He's got it. Complete to Downs. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. He brings it in. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them, and that should put the finishing touch on this victory.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Broncos to a knee and let the clock run out on this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.